We're going to be doing a oil change on this new 2022 Turbo R. I just hit my 25-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and do an oil change. The first thing you want to do here, just in prep, is remove the rear seats. So I just removed them, and then you're going to want to take off these panels here, which are really easy. You have these little tabs here, and you just twist them and they pop open. I won't bore you with popping all those open, but these come off. There's two panels here. You got an upper and a lower. And once you get those off, you'll have full access to the rear of the RZR and the engine, your air filter, all the things that you need to get to in order to do this oil change. Okay, so I removed the rear panels. There is that upper and lower that I removed. And this is where you can kind of see the filter, the oil filter the best. So let me see if I can position my camera down here where you need it. And you'll be able to see it really well. You can kind of see a piece of it right there, but the filter is actually right there where I'm highlighting the light on. And it is in there pretty tight and it's hard to get to with your hands. So I'm actually using this tool here, and I got to it from in here, and I'm just kind of unscrewing it slowly, just little bit by little bit, and then I'm going to do the rest by hand. Okay, so before you drain the oil, it's always a good idea to come over here and pull this dipstick out. It just kind of gives it some air, and you just kind of pull that out all the way. And then I like to just put it underneath here on your towel where it stays nice and clean. Okay, so I am underneath the machine now, and we are going to go ahead and drain the oil. If you come back here, you're going to see a series of holes in the undercarriage here, and you're going to want to go to this one right here, and that drain plug is a number 6 Allen wrench. So you're going to want to drain that using that number 6. I have a ratchet setup that I'm going to use, and that will drain all of the oil out of this machine. So I just undid the drain plug. The oil is draining. I got the screw and everything over here with my ratchet here, so it may just take a few minutes just to drain. I just let it kind of drain and sit for a little bit. Okay, now that the oil is draining and we got the drain plug out and everything, it's time to get the filter off, okay? So the filter is back here in this back area, and I had to loosen it up with this filter wrench. There's probably a better tool out there, but this one worked for me. I didn't really want to go to the store and buy something. So this is what I got. That's what I used. I just kind of worked it off little by little. I'll kind of show you where the filter's at. It's kind of hard to get to, so be patient with me on my phone. But there it is right there. And just kind of loosen it up as you go. I am going to put a rag down in this area here, just because I don't love oil dripping all over my engine. So I'm going to put a rag here and just let some of the oil drain into that rag. Okay, so people can talk all the crap they want about Polaris, and I know they catch on fire and this and that and the other. They got a bad rap for some of that stuff. But I'll tell you what, this filter here, it's on an angle. And so not 1 ounce of oil came out of that filter onto my engine. I didn't even need this towel that I put down. So what a great idea that they put it on an angle like that, so you don't have to worry. I did just do a quick wipe down of the surfaces because I want to make sure they're nice and clean. But man, that was easy as it comes. Awesome. Okay, so the filter and the oil that I'm going to be using is this full synthetic 5W50. This is the oil that they recommended in the owner's manual. I have this filter that I bought as well. I got all this stuff from Rocky Mountain ATV. This is a high flow filter. It had some really good reviews. So I'm going to use this one as well. And we'll see how it works out. But it's the right size and it looks nice. So more to come. Okay, so on this filter back here, I'm gonna zoom in on it again. Hopefully I can get to it. It's right there in the black with the writing on it. Really easy to put back in. The angle is kind of a little bit more up towards the top of the engine than I thought it would be. So just kind of exaggerate the angle when you try to put it in there and then thread it in slowly. Once you get it started, I would continue to thread it in from back here in the back of the engine. Once you get it to where it's kind of tight and you can't turn it anymore, I'd actually come out, and I did not use that tool to install it this time. I'd actually come over here and reach back in here, and you can get a nice grip on that filter to tighten it down. And it only needs to be hand tight, so I wouldn't, don't over muscle it. Just give it a nice, just make it nice and snug, right? You kind of know how to, you kind of feel it once you're like, oh, that's good. So that's what I did. Really, really easy to do. Okay, once the oil's all drained, you're gonna wanna go ahead and put that drain plug back in. There is a washer that comes with that drain plug. Please make sure you put that washer back on there. And then you just thread it in the same way that you took it out. And that drain plug is right there, and it is a number 6. So just use that to put it back together, all right? We're gonna go fill this thing up. Okay, so I just did an initial startup. I'm just running it for 2 minutes, checking for any leaks that I might have. The oil filter looks really good. It's not leaking at all. I'm gonna go ahead and check underneath the machine gear and just make sure we have no leaks underneath. Underneath looks real good. Nothing there as well. All right, we're still running it for just 2 minutes. Once we're done running it for 2 minutes, we're gonna I'm gonna flip her off and let her sit for about 30 seconds to a minute, kind of let everything drain. And I'm gonna wipe off the dipstick, and I'm gonna check the oil, make sure we're good to go. I do think I'll be a little short. I did not put in the full 2.5 or 2.75 quarts. I put in just a little bit less just to make sure I didn't overfill it. Okay, so once we're done adding all the oil, we'll go ahead and check it and pull this out. I did let it run, so you gotta be careful. I do have an aftermarket exhaust. I put a turning exhaust on here, so it is going to be pretty hot. But it's hard to tell on camera, but I am sitting just perfect, right in between that safe line. Sorry, I can't really get it to focus. So, but we are sitting good on this filter, or I'm sorry, on this oil here and the level. And go ahead and put that back in without burning myself, hopefully. Make sure that's in all the way. All right, cool. And that is the oil change on a 2022 Turbo R. Obviously, when you get finished, you're gonna wanna put these panels back on that go back here, and then throw your seats back in. But other than that, that's it.